Hey everyone, it's been a while. It's been a few months since I made a video for 2025. I think I made one video, but I'm back. I'm doing videos again. I'm in a new space. I'm in a new town. I actually moved January 1st to a new town about 30 minutes away. I have this new garage, which I've consolidated everything from the shop and my house and everything to here. A lot has happened in the last few months, so let's get you up to speed. Let me tell you what's going on, what vehicles I have, and what some of the future plans are for 2025. Hello everyone, and welcome to Marty Motoring. You may be wondering, what is this huge mess? Well, this is what happens when you move in over one weekend and just shove everything in here and try to organize it. It's still not there, but I'm getting there. We got the bikes hung on the wall, different stuff that I need, some long-term storage, cabinets, all that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to clear this main area to actually work on cars. So it is March, the end of March here, coming up on April. I hadn't really made a video other than one with my friend Keith about his LS swapped Land Cruiser when I was out there doing some media. I had planned to consolidate all of Marty Motoring and all of my video business that I run and do full time, self-employed, into one account called Lens of Martin. It's hard to really get interest, and it got really muddy because people are here to see cars. I'm just gonna keep my other Instagram account and Facebook and all that stuff, YouTube, for business and whatever I want, and keep Marty Motoring as automotive. Trying to combine them would have made my life easier. Well, I did do that for about 2 months. It did make it easier. I had one inbox, one email. It was just so simple. But unfortunately, it confused a lot of people too. These kind of changes are really big when you do a rebrand. This I consider unsuccessful. I tried this in the past. My brother was gonna come on board and we were gonna do Misfit Motoring so that I could keep the same logo. It just didn't work. He lives kind of far away and didn't have the time or commitment to it. It was hard to just run it as a group effort if it was just me. And I always thought duo channels do really well, like Mighty Car Mods, Speed Academy. There's a bunch that do well, but this has always just been my thing, and I'm just gonna keep it my thing. All right, with all the channel stuff aside, this is my new spot. All this stuff will be out of here very shortly. We got some free wood tires for the Ranger. I still have the Ford Ranger. Snow tires for the ES330. We have a nice workbench. My friend Steve from Hammer Down Motorsports gave me with a vise. Got some air tools, Milwaukee batteries, outlets. We got this Milwaukee toolbox that came with my Ford Ranger. I went through and tried to organize a lot of this stuff just to make it like easy to get in here and get everything I need. But that is a work in progress. Organizing this kind of stuff takes forever. I grabbed this off Amazon. I'll try to link everything in the description below. This just pretty much holds my tools. We got some batteries, chargers, and a little bit of a mini fridge here. And then coming around here, we have a cabinet, and this mostly just has like tools and some fluids and stuff like that to be able to work on the cars. And then we have some magnets and of course the vanity plate graveyard. We have even more stuff in here. Like I said, this place is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, so trying to get this all organized has been a little challenging, figuring out a place for everything. I wanted to paint this all white, but I was just also trying to move in here. This was actually blank, so I moved everything out and just put some OSB and painted it white. And then we got some car parts, paints, cleaners, a sub, some longer term storage with a Lexus flag over it, so that's kind of cool. And then we got my PA speaker, a light bar I never put on, some ramps, and some other part storage. There's car parts in there. So that's this wall. Coming over here, this is just like some like wood, really soft, flexible wood that I got for free. So I put these 2x4s on the studs just to be able to hang stuff. We got the bikes hung up and some yard tools. And then here's where the big mess is. This is what I've been trying to organize. We have just life stuff because we have a kid. We have a stroller. We have an extra car seat that goes in my Ranger. We have a bunch of stuff I got to sort, an air conditioning unit, a bike, some chairs that needs to be sold. Like there's just a bunch of junk here that I need to sort, sell, get rid of. There's a bunch of jack stands in there and truck stuff. So that's a look at it. I'm trying to organize all this as I can. All right, so what vehicles do I have right now? We have an ES330 2004. It has ABS codes right now for a right rear sensor, which I actually picked up on Amazon. So we'll try this sensor. In my previous experiences, it's usually the wiring, so I grabbed that too. And hopefully that ends up fixing it. Just get that car has like 280,000 miles on it. It's been good, but it's been giving us a couple of problems. I either replaced the alternator recently, a new battery. It's just like $100 here, $100 there. And it's not really that bad. It's just the car's not driven that much anymore. And part of me is thinking maybe it's time to combine vehicles, because I do have my Hyundai Ioniq lease also. It's a business lease. That will be up soon. I want to see if I can get rid of it sooner than later, only because I don't have a charging infrastructure here. And I don't want to go through everything again, getting a 220. It'd just be too much for this garage. I have been charging my car on public charging. That's an EV, the Hyundai. It's fine for me doing business stuff, but it's not very comfortable just to have like as our main car. The ES is far more comfortable, but it's a little small for our needs. And with it aging and needing things all the time, it's one of those things like we might get rid of the ES330, get rid of the Ioniq, and what does that leave us with? Well, I have a 2007 Ford Ranger that's actually been awesome. It has 358,000 miles on it. My friend's borrowing it right now. It's just been a tank of a truck. 6-foot bed, single cab, manual, rear-wheel drive, 4-cylinder. That thing's been so awesome, especially to move all this stuff. I can throw my bike in it, which we'll talk about in a second, and go to the beach. I'm thinking about lowering that on a budget, because it's pretty fun to wring out the gears on the back roads, and it would be even better with it lowered like 5 inches. And a lowered little single cab truck, especially with a bike in the back, would look pretty sick. It's kind of a beater truck, but I don't have much money into it at all. Actually, it was very cheap. This toolbox and the Ranger together cost like $2,000. And it came with Milwaukee tools and a Milwaukee, it's insane, the deal I got that truck for. I had to put some money into it just to get things where they needed to be. I recently replaced a water pump, and I had to do an O2 sensor, a couple little things. That's the Ranger, 2007 Ranger, ton of miles, just a great little truck. I'm just gonna try to keep it running, and that'll be kind of my backup vehicle slash beater vehicle, if you wanna say that. So if the Ioniq goes and the ES330 goes, that leaves room for something else to come. And I've been looking at many different SUVs on the market as a kind of family car where we can all jump in, throw our stuff in, and go somewhere, a road trip, whatever it is. And I'm leaning toward Toyota and Lexus. Not quite sure yet. I've looked at Highlanders, Sequoias, GX470s, GX460s. I'm just really weighing my options right now. I even looked at a Ford Flex. We're just gonna see, because I'm not trying to spend a ton of money. This is a budget channel and always has been. That's how I started. We're just not driving as much. Now that we live here in this town, it's very walkable. I can take my bike. We walk a lot of places. A car it's still needed, but if we have a beater truck and one nice car, that would be more than enough for us. Let me tell you about this bike quick. So you might be like, whoa, that's a small motorcycle. Well, actually it's a scooter. I did a couple videos on this. It's a Honda Navi. It's a carbureted 109cc scooter, single speed. It has a CVT transmission, and it's really cool because it has a storage box. It does have drum brakes, which is kind of weird, but it came with some nice upgrades. Last time you probably saw it, it was gray. I've since put white panels from Honda. That was like 99 bucks. And then we got a couple of upgrades. I got this storage rack, OEM Honda parts, luggage rack for the back here, just so I can put my helmet on there, strap it down when I'm not riding it. But overall, this bike has been a ton of fun. It's pretty loud. I've only gotten it up to 55 downhill, and it goes about 40 usually, just fine. It's just a cruiser. I have my permit. I do plan to get my license, but this has been just a really fun little thing. I can put it in the back of the Ranger, take it to the beach or whatever. It's a fun little scooter, and it's kind of an introduction to motorcycles. I've only ever done mountain biking and an electric scooter, scootering, skateboarding. I used to skateboard when I was younger, mountain bike and stuff like that. So motorcycles are new to me. I'm still learning a lot about them. I have yet to ride one with shifting, but I've shifted a manual car. I'm sure I can do a bike. The scooter is just getting those riding dynamics down on a lighter, small chassis, getting throttle control down, and then I can focus on shifting with a bigger bike. I did ride a bigger scooter and you can immediately tell the weight difference. That was pretty interesting. So that's the lineup right now. We have the 2004 Lexus ES330 front wheel drive. We have the 2007 Ford Ranger XL rear wheel drive manual. We have the 2022 Honda Navi scooter. Believe it or not, it's a 2022 with a carburetor and drum brakes. It's kind of crazy. And then lastly, we have the lease, the Ioniq 6 SEL all-wheel drive. It's a dual motor, it's fast, it's 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds, it's quiet, it's smooth. It's a little bit bumpy ride. I have 14,000 miles on it. I have a year left on the lease. I'm gonna see if somebody does wanna buy out the lease. I've had a few inquiries about that. Maybe if I can find somewhere that will buy out the rest of the lease, and then I can just get something like I've been looking at, a family SUV. Because if the family SUV needs to be used and I have a beater Ranger as a backup, that might be fine. Especially if it's lowered, it might handle better and kind of be more fun to drive. Especially to, events, if I want to bring my scooter or a bike, or even when we're bringing wood or going to Lowe's. Like, it's just so nice to have a truck that you don't have to care that much about. You throw something in the bed and you go, and it works. That's been a really reliable vehicle, knock on wood. There is a lot of wood to knock on here. So it's a couple days later. I know I just talked a bunch in this video. It's not very fun or entertaining, but it's just some stuff that had to be said. I can actually walk through the garage now. I moved stuff out, moved it back in, kind of organized it, even doing some stroller repair. So subscribe for stroller repair. Oh yeah. Either way, I want to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. A bunch more coming. I have some cool dates lined up with Redline Reviews. I sometimes host for them. I've done it a few times. I film and I edit for them pretty much weekly. They're a big channel, friends of mine, and I have some trips coming up with them. So follow me on Instagram at Marty Motoring, and I usually post all the cool updates and stuff I get to do on there in the automotive world. As for my stuff, here it is. This is what I'm doing. Looking forward to consolidating vehicles, and I'll keep you updated. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep those wheels turning. So long.